Hello, hi, namaskar to all the viewers of this particular channel and also hi to all my CA Foundation students. My dear students, in our previous session we have completed 12 classes in inventory valuation, right? Now my dear students, we are into the class number 13. This question is from CA Foundation study material. Okay, illustration 10, a very important question. See what happened. Inventory taking for the year ended March 2020 was completed by April 2020. When the stock is taken, April 2020. The valuation of which showed the inventory of 16,75,000. See my dear student, when the inventory is valued on 10th April 2020, right? So now let us write for a problem number what it is. Problem number it is I think 16, right? I think 16. 15 problems are completed. It is not a seventh problem. It is a problem number I think 16, my dear students. Okay. Now you write 16. When the stock is been given, stock on what date? 10th April 2020, right? Stock on 10th April 2020. How much stock is given? It is 16,75,000. Now, we have to calculate stock on 31st March 2020 question mark. Now, my dear student, this is your opening stock and that will be your closing stock. Based on date 10th April comes after 31st March. So, that is closing stock and this one is opening stock. Now, what we have to do? We have to prepare the trading account. Am I right? Shall we start? See what happened in the problem. After the end of the accounting year until the date of completion of inventory taking, sales for the next year is rupees 68,75,000, 68,750. Where to write? Sales, right? Before that we have to write what? We have to write stock on 10th April 2020, it is a closing stock 16,75,000. Here we have to write stock on 31st March 2020 as a balancing figure. Fine. What is given after that? We have a sales. How much sales, my dear student? 68,750. You take it the inner column. 68,750. Fine. See next what happened. Profit margin is 33.33% on cost. So here you write GP 33.33% on what? On cost. Remember we take at the end. Purchases for the next year amounted to inventory rupees 90,000. What it is? It is purchases. Purchases is how much? 90,000. Where to record the purchases? In the debit side. Take purchases in the inner column 90,000. Fine. What happened? Less trade discount of 10%. Oh, what we have to subtract? We have to subtract trade discount 10%. 10% comes to 9,000. Take 81,000 in the outer column. Right? See what happened in the next sentence. During this period, goods were added to the inventory at the markup price of 3,000 in respect of sales returns. What it is? 3,000 markup price means selling price as a sales returns. 3,000 sales returns, right? Subtract sales returns of 3,000. So you can take the balance 65,750 rupees in the outer column. Are you understanding? So easy, right? Nothing is difficult here. One is sales is given, sales returns. So we have subtracted. Then we have a purchases, that includes your trade discount, we have subtracted. See next what happened. After, see here, please careful my dear student. After inventory taking, it was found that there was a certain very slow moving items. What it is? Very slow moving items. How much it is? 11,250, which should be taken at 5,250 to ensure disposal to the interested customer. Slow moving, very slow moving. What it is? It is a very slow moving. When there is a very slow moving, from very slow moving, we are going to arrive the loss. What? Very slow moving items costing 11,250, which should be taken at 5,250 to ensure disposal to the interested customer. This is disposed, this is sold, this is given to the interested customer for how much? Given to the interested customer 5,250. What happened? There is a loss. 6,000 is the loss. This loss is to be taken in what side? Debit side. What we have to write? To loss on slow moving goods. How much? 11,250 minus 5,250, it comes to 6,000. My dear students, did you understood? Loss on what? It is a slow moving goods. 11,250 is a cost which is given to the customer at 5,250. See the one more para. Due to heavy flood, oh, क्या हुआ अब? Flood हुआ. Heavy flood means we are going to suffer a loss. Loss on heavy flood, loss on slow moving goods. Certain goods costing rupees 15,500 were received from a supplier beyond the delivery date of the customer. We have given some date to the customer, they are telling that we are going to deliver the goods to you people on so and so date. Because of the heavy flood, we didn't receive the goods in time. When we didn't receive the goods in time, it's not possible to sell those goods to customer in time. That is what? Beyond the delivery date. As a result, customer refused to take the delivery. When you are, please remember, because of the flood, I repeat, a very simple sentence. You assured your customer telling that we are going to deliver the goods on so and so date. Because of the heavy flood, you didn't receive the goods in time from your supplier. So it's not possible for you to sell it to your customer in time. That's why customer refused to take the delivery. Then net realizable value of these goods is 12,500. See what happened here. 15,500 is the cost of the goods and you are delivered, you have sold it for 12,500. What happened here? There is a loss. Loss is how much? 3,000. It is to be taken in what side? Debit side of your trading account. What I told my dear students, did you understood? Because of the heavy flood, please remember, because of the heavy flood, you didn't receive the goods in time. So it's not possible for you to sell the goods to your customer in time. That's why the customer refused to take the delivery. Then its net realizable value is 12,500. So what happened? There is a loss of 3,000. So what we have to write? To loss due to floods. What we have to write? 15,500 minus 12,500, it comes to rupees 3,000. Right? What happened? Compute the value of stock inclusion in the final statement, final accounts for the year ended March 2020. That's all right. We have taken all the point, but in the previous page, there is a gross profit of what? 33.33% on what, my dear student? Cost, right? Now we have to go for writing the gross profit. I am not getting proper space here. So let me continue in the next page. What is given? To gross profits, what it is? 33.333% on cost. Instead of writing 2 3s, you can go for maximum number of 3s. Now, it is on cost, right? Profit is given on what? Cost. But my dear student, we have what? We are having a sales. Sales is 65,750, but we have a cost, but we have a profit on cost. So what to do? Take 65,750 into 33.3333 by 133.333333. Now what happened, my dear students? 16,438. Now you close, you find out the total of credit. The total of credit comes to 17,40,750. 17,40,750. Out of this 17,40,750, you subtract all the debit items. Your opening stock as a balancing figure will be 16,34,312. My dear students, this is one of the very important problem because of loss of slow moving goods and loss by flood. Okay, please take care, learn these problems very effectively, very much important for your exams. Thank you, take care, bye bye.